Alright, we got ourselves a 1994 Z71 with a 350. I'm having a hard time with this, trying to talk here because there's a lot of information. Anyway, we heard a engine knock noise coming from the engine. Well, actually, it was coming from the driver's side valve cover area. Luckily, it wasn't internal, further in. We had found out that the rocker arm had split, and you see that where the pivot valve sits on the bottom, that was superheated. It got so hot it split this rocker arm. Well, upon putting the new rocker arm in, it still had a lot of play, and we couldn't figure out why. So we thought maybe it's a flat spot on the cam or a bad lifter, but of course check the lifter first and then the cam. So what happened is we pulled the intake. Of course, we checked springs, we checked the other lifters, they're okay. And same thing with these springs were okay. Well, upon doing so, when we pulled the intake and the lifters were okay, which they're right there, we saw something incredible. The stud, see, this one's flat all the way to the bottom, but look at how shiny the bottom part is. The stud had lifted up just enough that the rocker arm was real loose. And the thing is, the push rod wasn't sending any or enough oil to the rocker arm, which heated the rocker arm. And of course, running metal to metal with no oil, it split. So now we did the intake for nothing. We didn't have to pull it. All we had to do is just check in this area in which we found the problem. So now this, why not just push it back in with the hammer? If we push it back in, it's going to come back out because it already made its groove. So now we need a threaded stud kit. So we're going to make threads and put a stud with threads instead of this push-in one, so that way it doesn't happen again. And of course the rest of them are just going to be push-in, but that's going to be the only threaded stud. Anyway, hopefully this will help y'all out. If you are having any problem with engine noise on a valve and why the valve is loose, check the stud to see if it came out, especially these push-in studs. Thanks.